Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Coach Shinnick Show. This is head coach Pete Shinnick at the University of West Florida, our football program. I'm Will Kennedy, and we are here, as always, to break down the game that just was, talk about the game that's coming up, and shine the light on our student athletes, all our fall sports. But we'll start with football. 45-17, the final score. Big win over Mississippi College. It was homecoming. First of all, we set a new record here at Penn Air Field, playing on campus, homecoming for the first time. 5,500 fans. What a great atmosphere before the game. What a great atmosphere in the stadium. And you send everyone home happy, Coach. Congratulations.
Well, no, I appreciate that. Really proud of how our guys played. But as you said, what a great atmosphere. And really to just show, what we're able to do here on campus and what Penn Air Field can look like with over 5,000 people there. I thought it was a great crowd. I thought everything leading up to game time, people on campus enjoying it. Saw a lot of alums, saw a lot of people coming back, being a part of this thing. It was a great atmosphere, and then our guys played extremely well, so couldn't be happier for them and how it turned out.
Got to give our students some credit. They really tailgate. They're building some traditions. It was fantastic to see before the game. Let's dive into the highlights of that game. I know your defense worked really hard during the week. You talked about the preparation that it takes to play a triple option. They get the football first. You win the coin toss, kick to them, and your defense just comes up big right off the start. They get a 3-and-out. Get your football and some good field position.
Yeah, huge 3-and-out, huge stop. They ran the fullback, and Will Breland made a great play, making that tackle. So that was exciting to see. We get the ball in good field position, and then our offense, we had a ball batted down on the first play, and then really got into the running game and being able to take some of the short passing stuff that they were giving us. But a great first drive. Couldn't ask for a better scenario, really. Opening kickoff, we did solid. Defense 3-and-out. Offense take the first possession and get points.
C.J. Wilson caps off a drive. He'd have a couple touchdowns in the game. He's got a nose for the end zone. They get one of those drives that they can put together and then drive down the field, really kind of control the football a little bit. They get inside the 10-yard line, and you're able to get a win, really, because you hold them to a field goal. And I think they had first down and goal to go from the 6. You gave up nothing in the middle, and that's really important against an option team.
Well, it was huge. And, we really shut down. They've scored. They won the game against West Georgia, giving the ball to the dive on the 2-point play. You know what I mean? So they've had great success with that. They ended up lining up in an unbalanced formation there on third down. We read it really well, and Cody Lowe almost got the sack and forced them all the way to the sideline. So great stop there to keep them out of the end zone.
Get the football back. We talked about making the most of every opportunity, being very efficient on offense. You drive down the field. Jared Smith had a drop against Shorter that I know he regretted. He went to the sideline, banged the helmet down. He made a fantastic catch, second touchdown of this game against Mississippi College, kind of reaching down behind him. What a great snag.
Yeah, phenomenal catch, really. That people don't understand how hard that is to do, be running one direction and then reach back behind. And that ball was at his shins almost for him to reach down, keep his balance, catch the ball, get into the end zone. Pee Wee read the coverage really well. Ball got there right through the linebacker, and Jared made an amazing catch.
Feels like you're dominating the football game. They get a drive. Marcus Williams, they got a lot of talent. He runs one in, makes it 14-10. And I know you kind of look up and like, hey, wait a second, we should be up but more than this. But again, not getting the football a ton. But as you've done all year, you're able to answer in the second quarter, get right back down the field. Larry Rembert with a nice catch. It wasn't a big passing day, but boy, Pee Wee, when he needed to be, found guys.
Yeah, really, I thought Pee Wee did a great job really reading what they gave us and really not forcing anything. And we had great success in the run game. That drive right there, they got first down at the 9-yard line, called timeout, hoping we'd get a stop and, maybe be able to, hold them to a field goal. They end up scoring the next play. So we had 2 timeouts and about 2:10, I think, to go the distance. And really love how we orchestrated the 2-minute offense right there to really score with about 20 seconds left. Larry ran a great route, stayed right up the seam. Pee Wee hit great shot to him. They kind of double-teamed Dave, and all eyes were over there looking at Dave because Dave was running on the inside slot the other way. So fantastic touchdown, way to end the first half and take the lead.
Mississippi College really, I think, made an effort to take David Durden away. You have to pick your poison, and you found some other options. You score with 23 seconds left. They kneel it out. You go to the locker room. I know you're smiling down there because you're like, this is why we defer to the second half. We score at the end of the first. We're coming out and getting the football. Going to the locker room, though, 21-10. I know you had to be a little bit pleased with that because you only had the ball 4 times. You said, hey, we might get 10 to 12 possessions. At this pace. We're going to be below 10 the way it was going, and I know you have to take advantage.
You really do, because they are just going to limit you. No matter how you slice or dice it, they're going to limit you. And our defense played great. I mean, we held them 100 yards, some odd, under their rushing total. We did a great job, but they still just churn the clock. I mean, they just, they take their time. They're slow. So anytime they get a first down, I mean, time just runs off the clock. So the 4 possessions we had, we had to punt on 1, scored on the other 3. That's a great first half, in my opinion.
Lots of smiles on both sides of the field with the Argo faithful. People were hitting the food trucks at halftime. 21-10 was our score. We'll take a break here in the program. Come back, dive into half number 2 right here on the Coach Shinnick Show.
Real change occurs in that split second, a moment of connection among people.
With a common purpose,
a shared vision,
and a unified goal. What will you change?
What will change you? The University of West Florida. No limits.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
What does Argo Spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
We welcome you back in here to the Coach Shinnick Show. We are in the Darrell Gooden Center. Penn Air Field is right behind us. We will be home again this week. It's those back-to-back homes and then back-to-back roads. West Al's coming in. We'll talk about that game a little bit later. The Argos were leading 21-10, halftime of the homecoming game. Mississippi College had been the homecoming spoiler. They'd gone to West Georgia, knocked off the Wolves. They'd gone to Valdosta, knocked off the Blazers on their homecomings. You were bound and determined not to let that happen. You're getting the ball coming out of the locker room, and I know, it's like, hey, let's keep that momentum rolling, get an opportunity to get some points on the board. It wasn't a touchdown, but it was a nice drive and a really nice field goal by Griffin Sarah, who, after some struggles early in the season, has just been super reliable.
Yeah, really dialed in since Delta. I think he's hit the ball clean for the most part. I know he banged one off an upright, but that was kind of from the 5-yard line. Yeah, it's 3 points. No, and that's just such a, it's a calming deal because, I felt like anything inside of about 55, he was going to be comfortable with. And he hit that thing, and, that could have gone another 20 yards. So I really liked our drive. We just kind of missed on third down, missed the block, or I felt like we would have gotten a first down and kept that thing going. So to get points, I mean, really, it's a 10-point swing there, end of the half, start of the half. That's huge. We go 10 points against their 0, and that really just kind of put us in a position for the rest of the game.
41-yarder for Griffin. You did mention him, and he had some extra points that were over the net and off the DGC here, and that one would have been good from a lot further out. Defense continues to do what they do, and they really were frustrating John Henry White, the quarterback. We noticed the trend, Coach Kyle Shoemaker and I up in the booth. It seemed like when they went right, good things happened. When they went left, nothing was working for them. And I know, being physical, it's a style of play with that triple option that does put the quarterback in jeopardy. He took some hits. Number 18 was taking some licks from your defense.
Yeah, I think, the first couple, he's done a fantastic job, and I think he's going to be a great quarterback for them, moving forward in their future. But he had really gone unscathed, since taking over. So he took over the, halftime of West Georgia, the Valdosta game, the shorter game. He really kind of went untouched. And, the way we play it, there's certain calls that he's going to get hit and he's going to get, held accountable. And I think other times he'd been running free downfield, and our guys are making tackles at 5-6 yards. So I think it was a different game than he had experienced. Give all the credit to our defense and our defensive coaches for really putting our guys in great position to limit what he's done. You know, he got over 100 yards almost 3 weeks in a row. So to limit him to what we did, very, very pleased to see that happen.
You bottled him up, and they did have a couple deep plays in the first half on the passing game and a penalty or two. You guys clean that up in the second half. You get to him. He chunks one up. It's one of those beautiful – you practice this, folks. Tip drills, Shannon showers, Rod Oliver. You come up with an interception, a great defensive play. Sets you up with a short field. C.J. Wilson caps off a 5-play, 50-yard drive and does it again.
Yeah, no, C.J. Really was on fire anytime we got inside the 20-yard line, and really excited about what our backs are able to do. I think the combination of 3K and Show really creates some issues, and then C.J. comes in, gets his second touchdown on that drive. That was huge, and really now we've got the momentum, and we're right where we want to be going into the end of the game.
Shamari and Ravion both ran for more than 130 yards on limited carries. I think Shamari is averaging almost 14 yards a carry, about 10. As an offense, you ran for 300 and like 8.5 a carry. Dominant offensive line again. And then the defense gets back into it. You know Mississippi College, there's going to be mistakes made from time to time. They fumble a snap. Will Breland falls on it. You get 2 turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
And they put the ball on the ground a lot, but oftentimes they get it back. But turning those right into points, again, as you go down, Caden Leggett with another great catch. He likes that corner of the end zone here at Penn Field, and he likes just kind of reaching around defenders and snatching the ball.
No, that was a great drive, and really 3K, I think 3K touched the ball 13 times at 139 yards average, or 10 times, I think.
It was easy math.
Yeah, he was 13.9 a carry. Shamari was 9 yards a carry. I mean, those are amazing numbers to do that, and they've done that, but a couple weeks in a row now, getting it done. And then, as you said, Caden in that corner, I mean, he's caught a handful over there. Another great pass by Pee Wee. I mean, just thrown on a rope where it's either our guy or nobody. Very difficult to defend. And then another great drive to capitalize after that turnover.
Yeah, you finish the game off with the 3rd touchdown for C.J. Wilson. Mississippi College would pick up a late touchdown, make it 45-17. That would be the final. 6-1 now on the season, improving the GSC to 4-1. Almost 500 yards of total offense. And really, you touched on it, though. As impressive as those offensive numbers are, you hit the season average in points, scored, all that kind of thing. It's really what you did to the offense. And you said it on the broadcast that had run for 1,200 yards in their last 2 games. You're just really throttling them.
Yeah, our defense just really limited what they did, shut them down, put them in a position where they were not used to what was happening. We're getting them off the field. We're getting 3-and-outs. We're getting turnovers, things that hadn't happened in the last couple of games.
We've got a lot more coming here on the program. We'll dive into some of the other fall sports, but Coach is going to join us in the last segment of the show, break down the next game, the home game with West Alabama coming up right here on the 29th on Saturday at 4 o'clock kick. We've got a lot more coming your way on the Coach Shinnick Show.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What does Argo Spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
Welcome back in here to the Coach Shinnick Show. Each week here on the program, we'd like to spend a little time and shine the light on either our student athletes or, in this case, some of our support staff that make all of this big circus possible and go off, hopefully, without a hitch. David Durden, our All-American wide receiver, sat down with the football staff, with Sam and Ty, and they played a little game, stickering helmets, learning about the craft that is supporting UWF football.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Pete Shinnick Show. Today I got two special guests, two of my really good friends. We got Samuel Scoob, and then we got my girl Ty, the equipment managers behind all the the process that we go through. Without them we wouldn't be looking good. How y'all doing today, though?
Good.
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm doing good. So today we're gonna have a little fun. We got some helmets, some speed flexes, and we got some decals, and we're gonna have a decal race. And while we're doing this, I'm gonna ask a few questions, try to throw them off a little bit, and then at the end we want the fans to vote who has the best helmet. So y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Scoob, who is number one on the offense for UWF?
Day.
Day. Ty, who is number one on the defense for UWF?
We don't have a number one on defense.
Ooh, trick question. Scoob, how long have you been doing equipment for UWF?
Since the fall of 2019.
2019. So you've been here for a while. You were here during the championship run.
That I was.
Explain that a little bit. How was that? What's changed? Well, tell me what's changed from now and then.
Well, we have more jerseys now.
How many jerseys do we have?
We have 5 jerseys now.
How many combos?
Combos? What's that, 4 times 5? 20, right?
20 different combos?
About 20.
About 20?
Yeah.
Ty, what's your favorite combo?
The one we recently wore at Southwest Baptist, the green pants with the white jersey. I don't know, something about that combo.
Scoob, what's your favorite combo?
I'm a big fan of the white helmet and the green pants, green jersey.
Oh, so you're one of the green guys. See, I don't know.
I'm a big green guy.
I don't know if I like that one as much.
I am not a super fan of the green ones either.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, they look good and everyone loves them. But I don't know. It's just, for me, my favorite would probably be the classic green jersey, white helmet, white pants.
Is that because of your Superman catch?
That might be because of the Superman catch. I don't know. That might have a little something to do with it. How long do y'all have to stay after practice, Ty, with cleaning jerseys and everything, like getting us, ready for tomorrow or the next day?
The latest we get out is about 9:30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all for that.
We do, about 9:30.
We really do. Okay.
What you trying to cut the back piece
I was
on?
going to cut the back, yeah. I
left my back piece on.
Oh, you left it on?
Yeah, just because we didn't give you a X-Acto knife.
Tell the fans about your rookie card, or your little football card.
About my little football card.
Yeah.
I have have my own football card. We got 20 editions.
Limited, right? Some of them are.
It is a limited edition. I like to autograph each one, a little custom autograph for whoever I give it to. I think Ty's got one.
Season I do have one.
Coach Sonny's got one.
I know I have one.
Oakstype's got one.
You kind of look cricket.
Is it really?
You got a little wavy line.
You don't know how many of these we do because we have 3 sets of decals, 1 helmet. And so for home games we do 96 helmets. Away games we do 66. Once these stickers are on, we'll wear these stickers for 4 games, so they're gonna be on there. And we have to use the heat gun to peel them off, because if you just rip them off, the paint from the helmets will chip. And so we have to undecal all these helmets and then redecal them.
Like I said, y'all take a look at the helmets, go vote, leave a comment on who you think did the best, or just vote for second place, because obviously, mine won. But we appreciate your time, Ty and Scoob. If y'all give the camera your Instagrams, got to give them a shout out. Y'all go follow them, keep up with UWF equipment. Go ahead, Scoob.
At Samuel Scobie 77.
At Tykeria, TYKERIAW 3_.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week.
Thank you, David, Sam, and Ty. We appreciate that. Always fun to take a look inside the things that go on behind the curtain. Coming up next on the program, we dive into the rest of fall sports. Always a good time to be in Argo. A bunch more wins to share with you this week on the Coach Shinnick Show.
I need to try it first.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
The Daily Medium Sub Special is back for a limited time only from Firehouse Subs. From Meatball Monday to Italian Sunday, a delicious deal for every day of the week, always handcrafted and piled high with hearty meats and cheeses, then served on a warm toasted sub roll. Order on firehousesubs.com or on the app to have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. And a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
Welcome back to the Coach Shinnick Show. It was another great week to be in Argo Athletics. Women's soccer finished the regular season with a weekend sweep, beating both Delta State and Mississippi College at home. The Argos knocked off Delta 2-0 on Friday behind goals from Annalie Lehman and Destiny Hurd. They came back on Sunday and celebrated Senior Day with a 3-0 win over the Choctaws on 2 goals from senior striker Blair Cowan and a goal from Julia Coman. Coach Joe Bartlinski's team has now won 12 straight. The Argos are 14-2-1 overall, and they win the Gulf South Conference regular season with a 12-1-0 mark. They will open GSC tournament play Sunday, October 30th, hosting West Georgia. Men's soccer also won the GSC regular season honors and also swept weekend matches with Delta State and Mississippi College. The Argos opened a tight game up against the Statesmen on Friday with 4 second-half goals. Kynan Dos Santos and Keegan Anselin each netted a goal, and Cy Fontenot added a late brace in the 4-0 victory. The Argos earned their 10th win of the season on Sunday behind 2 more goals from Dos Santos. The 2-0 win over the Choctaws secured the top seed in the GSC tournament. UWF improves to 10-2-3 overall and 8-0-3 in conference play. The men will also host a first-round match on the 30th. UWF volleyball hit the road. The Argos took out Union on Friday 3-1, winning their 20th match of the season. Coach Melissa Walters' team turned around and swept Christian Brothers on Saturday behind a double-double in assists and kills from Taylor Van Eckeren. They capped off the road trip with a match at Montevallo on Tuesday, sweeping the Falcons to go 3-0 for the week. UWF is now 22-5 on the season and 12-1 in GSC play. The Argos are back in the Fieldhouse this weekend, hosting Mississippi College on Friday and West Alabama on Saturday. Both cross-country teams wrapped up the regular season schedule at the UAH Charger Invitational in Huntsville, Alabama. Chloe Rook led the Argos to a third-place finish amongst GSC women's teams on the women's side, and Zach Fenton broke UWF's school 8K record again, and the team put in a strong showing in a large, talented field. Both teams compete next at the GSC Championships on Saturday, November 5th in Montevallo. 5th-ranked UWF Swimming and Diving continues to dominate Division II competition in the pool and on the diving board. The Argos went over to Tallahassee, knocking off both North Florida and Florida Southern. UWF is now 5-0 this season against D2 teams. They'll be back in the pool at the Aquatic Center for the Gravy Bowl November 18th. The women's golf team was in action again this week, teeing it up in the Flagler Fall Slam in St. Augustine to wrap up the fall schedule. The Argos finished 4th overall on the heels of a strong second day. That's a look at what's going on inside UWF athletics. We're not done yet. We'll preview football's home matchup with West Alabama next on the Coach Shinnick Show.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Celebrate UWF football's 2019 National Championship with a limited edition of the commemorative book, Our Best. Argos photographer Morgan Givens takes you through that magical season and the run to the title. Timeless moments, insight from the players and coaches. It's the ultimate gift for UWF football fans. Get your copy of Our Best before they're gone by contacting UWF Development. Copies are $50 and all the money goes to Argo Athletics.
What does Argo Spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
Welcome back into the Coach Shinnick Show. Coach Pete Shinnick joining us again now, coming off that 45-17 victory over Mississippi College. Get to stay here at home. That's always a good thing. Sleep in your own bed. Don't have to make those bus rides. West Alabama comes in. Last year, go up to Livingston, handled them pretty easily at the end of the season. There have been some great battles in this rivalry, though, going back the many years.
Oh, yeah.
The program has been around.
In the history of the program, there's been some really good games.
Some really good games. They're going to come in, tough loss. They lose to North Greenville. That one back and forth. We were kind of keeping an eye on that. 4-4 overall in the season, but they've really struggled in the GSC so far. But we know you get your best shot from every team that comes in, and the Tigers will want to kind of spoil things for the Argos.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get anything other than their best. And I mean, it's like every team that we've played, we're going to see something in person that we haven't seen on film. I think their defense is playing extremely well right now, and then their offense found life against North Greenville, and so. I think they're a very dangerous opponent. We got a tremendous amount of respect for them, how they've played us, how we've played. Last year's game, a little bit of an anomaly in the deal. I think we just hit it kind of at the right point in time. But they come in with a very, very good run defense, a very good pass defense, really probably the biggest, longest defense that we have seen. They also ran the ball extremely well against Shorter and pretty much everybody they've played. So I think we got a great test in front of us.
Different quarterback, number 15 this time around. Tucker Melton is the young man's name. What does he do differently, or what does he present?
Well, I think they've done a great job, and I mean their offense is really. They've plug and played that quarterback position, and I think they play to the strength of that person. He gets the ball out quickly. I think he sees his reads very well. He's got some playmakers at wide receiver. He reads the RPO well. If there's a void, he's going to find it. So very similar to what we've seen over the course of the 5 times that we've played them, 6 times we've played them. They're going to find those voids, and they're going to take advantage of what they see in the secondary.
A name we will recognize, number 8, Demetrius Battle, one of their 2 running backs. They got 2 guys at about 500 yards so far this season, so they give you like a 2-headed monster. Is he still around? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, they're going to be physical. That's one thing they will always do, running the football.
Oh yeah, no, and their O-line probably combos blocks as well as anybody in the league. Both backs, I think, are right at the 500-yard mark, somewhere around there. They're different, contrasting styles, so our D-line's got to continue to pick up from where they did at Mississippi College, close down some of those rushing lanes, and create just kind of know where to go so that our linebackers and safeties can rally to make the plays.
It's another 4 o'clock kick as the Tigers come in, West Alabama, to take on the Argos right here at Penn Air Field behind us. Hopefully another beautiful Saturday. Fall in the South. Weather felt good for this one. Gates will open at 3 o'clock. Tailgating starts at noon. We'll be on the radio at 3:30 with ESPN Pensacola. And then, of course, streaming with our partners with Flow Sports and Your View Sports as well. So look forward to that. And the Argos picking up another win here on Saturday. That's it for this edition of the program. As always, you can check GoArgos.com. That is our website for all things UWF athletics, and the Argo Armada app to keep track of Coach Shinnick, the other fall sports. Basketball starts just around the corner as well. So it's a good time. It's always a good time to be in Argo. Lots of wins.
No doubt.
We appreciate that. We'll see you next time on the Coach Shinnick Show.